All right, we're back. How you doing, everybody? We're back for the night session. We still don't know who's through the group. We know that Alcaraz is through. We don't know if he's top of the group or second in the group. And then it's between de Minaur and Musetti to see who else gets to the semis. So, yeah, very interesting. 48 hours ago, not even. 6 hours ago, 12 hours ago, we were thinking it was going to be Fritz through. But de Minaur winning in straight sets changed everything. So, yeah, let's see if Musetti can win. So the calculation, the situation is, if Musetti wins 2 sets, 3 sets, he wins and he's through. If he loses and Alcaraz gets the win in 2 or 3 sets, de Minaur's through. So if you're a de Minaur fan, you're going for Alcaraz. If you're a Musetti fan, you're going for Musetti. If you're a Sinner fan, you're probably going for de Minaur. Because you don't want to play Alcaraz until the very last match. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. So, you're going for Carlos, who's playing for de Minaur. Yeah, and also Alcaraz is, world number 1 on the line. If he does win this match, he is number 1 in the world, year-end number 1. He locks that in, so that is also on the line. Hey, Gene, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate that. All right, but before we get started, chat, thanks to the sponsors for this, the whole 2 weeks. We've got Trace. We're working with them again. We worked with them last year. They're back on board, and this is your reminder to make sure you claim the day's collectibles. If you haven't already, some of you said you missed a day, so here's your reminder to jump on. If you haven't jumped on, click the link in the chat. It's free to sign up. And all you got to do is you'll get sent to this page after you do all the sign up. It's just an email. It's free. You click on the enter program. You go down to enter tournament. And then all you got to do is vote for who you think who you're going for. You don't even have to get your prediction right. It's nothing like that. It's if you're going for Alcaraz, you're going for Musetti. Click who you're rooting for and who you're cheering for. And then you complete it. And this is what you get. If you've been doing it all week, you'll get day 5. If you're not, you'll be doing day 1. But that's okay because even if you do it one time, you can still go into the sweepstake draw to win a prize. If you've been here doing it the whole time, obviously the more days, the more chances you have to win prizes at the end of the day. So that's what that was the biggest thing for me. It was like free to sign up. All you got to do is check in. And if you can check in every day, then you might win a prize. So thank you, Trace, again. And also, by the way, the collectibles are in the vault, and they are the posters from last year. Remember last year's posters? They're the posters like last year, not from last year, like last year. But they're jumping in and they're doing all the, and it looks I think they look way better than last year. They're really detailed and stuff. So you also get those. I'm expecting to win a prize now. I've been doing it daily. All right. Well, look, the more days you do it, the more likely, the more prizes you get the chance to win. I want one of us to win. I want somebody in this community to win a prize because it's the end of the year, It's been a long year, and to finish with a prize and to finish with somebody, we'll celebrate you if you win a prize. Somebody in this community is going to win something. Did every day too? Nice. That's it. Make sure you don't miss out. Otherwise, if you do it every day, if you've been doing it every day, you'll get the chance to win de Minaur's racket. So that's fun. And plus everything else. I mean, all the other prizes along the way as well. I'm just hoping I won the Wimbledon lottery. There you go. All right, they're just doing the player introductions, and then we will get started. All right. You got your Christmas tree? Yes, I do. By the way, Chad, I watched 2 movies. Also, I cataloged every single DVD or movie that I have on my phone. It's not on my phone. Every movie that I have in my house, put it on my phone. 500 movies. I have 500 different movies. That is how many movies I have. 500. Over 500. 504. And I watched Behind Enemy Lines, and I watched 48 Hours, and both good movies. Behind Enemy Lines was intense. That was an intense watch. That was intense. All right. All right, they're about to come out on court, and then we will begin. What the hell was that? That keeps happening. I don't know what that is, and it's scary as hell. I don't know what that noise... I think it's like feedback on my... What was that? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what that was. I think it's feedback. What was that? I know, right? I hear it too. It's there's a ghost in the stream. I don't know what's going on. It happens at the start of every stream. It's like just a... I have no idea. I think it's just feedback from the stream. It's weird. Jump scare? I know, right? It scares me too. I have no idea what that is. Anyways, we're here, so it's fine. Everything's good. It's a skull. Yeah, it's a tree. All right, Musetti walking out. The situation is simple. He has to win. And he is into the semis. And Alcaraz will play Sinner. That is all. All right. Cam, have you seen that Roddick was talking about worrying about sports betting in tennis due to all the micro bets they now have? They allow now? Yeah. See, I haven't heard that, but it's so interesting to hear like Americans commenting on betting because that's been happening for years outside of America. Like being able to bet on who's going to win the next point and who's going to serve this many aces, double faults, how many break points are going to be saved, how many, you can, like, that's been a thing in Australia for forever. In Europe, I think it's been a thing forever too, right? I mean, Europeans have been able to bet on sports for ages. Micro bets are normal. That's been a thing but in America, it's new. It's all new because betting's legal, right? So yeah, but I haven't heard what he said, but yeah, that's just normal. That's just totally, yeah. People can bet on, I mean, it's like, you can bet on the craziest shit when it comes to sports, and tennis is not tennis is also part of that, right? Like we laugh at some of the ridiculous, first game, is it going to be deuce? Like that kind of shit's wild, right? I mean, it's crazy that you can bet on how many aces are in the first set alone, right? Like that's all those micro bets they've been around. Bet on the set score, it's been forever. But America, it's all new. I haven't heard what he said though, because he obviously doesn't approve. He said something about how it could affect the integrity of the game. Yeah, but it's been a thing forever. So, I mean, it's not new. In America, it's new, but it's been a thing in Europe and outside of America for a long time. So, I mean, the integrity of the game, that discussion was like 20 years ago because it's been a thing. It's just new to America. So, if it's ruining the integrity of the game, it's been that was decades ago. I think Australian betting's been around since the internet started. Online betting anyway. All right, here we go. And plus, I think he's probably responding to also the NBA. Like, there's a situation in the NBA betting or some gambling thing in the NBA. So it's probably a reaction to that, I guess. Again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know what's going on. I have to see it in context, not just a couple of sentences in the chat, Why they're playing so late? Because that's the schedule. That is the schedule. All right. Alcaraz is through to the semis, but is he going to be first or second of the group? It depends on this match. If he wins, Alcaraz tops the group, brings de Minaur with him. If he loses, he goes through to the semis and plays Sinner, and Musetti will top the group. That is the situation. All right. Let's see. By the way, these two could be playing the Davis Cup final against each other if Italy and Spain make the final. This could be the Davis Cup final. Or one of the matches, anyway. Who would have thought Musetti having a chance to top the group? Yeah. And de Minaur getting through and Fritz is out. That's crazy. Like, Fritz not being eligible to make the semis is crazy. Because he was, like I said, 12 hours ago, he was favourite to be at least second, right? Because he pushed Alcaraz so well. Yeah. Things changed very fast. Even de Minaur was shocked that he had a chance to make the semis after winning today. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this plays out. This math is simple. If Musetti wins, he tops the group and goes in with Alcaraz into the semis, meaning that semi-final will be between Sinner and Alcaraz. If Alcaraz wins, then Musetti is out and de Minaur will go with him, which means that we'll get a Sinner versus de Minaur semi-final. So if you're Italian, you're probably torn because you want Musetti to go in so you got two players in the semis, but then if Musetti wins, Sinner has to play Alcaraz. Maybe you want that, I don't know. But then you'd probably rather play de Minaur, but then Musetti won't be in. So it's kind of a bit of a lose-lose for Italians. Unless you want Alcaraz, you want to take him on. He'll like his chances against Alcaraz on indoor court, I'm sure. But the easier match is de Minaur, for sure. Why would they be mad if Carlos loses? I mean, yeah, but then Carlos loses, then there's a chance to be number one. So that's true. So if Carlos loses, then Sinner has to play him for number one. So maybe that's good then. I don't know. I'm not fucking Italian. Tell me. You tell me. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I'm going for Alcaraz because I want Musetti to lose so then de Minaur gets through. Because I'm Australian. And I'm biased. The head-to-head is 6-1 in favor of Alcaraz. Now, is the schedule out for tomorrow? I think it is, right? I think Sinner's playing first tomorrow. I think. Because the match tomorrow night is the one that's live. The one that matters, right? All right, here we go. I have no idea who's serving. But we'll figure it out. We want a Sinner versus Alcaraz semi? Well, I do. I mean, I want de Minaur to get to the semis. But I also wouldn't mind a Alcaraz semi. Because I think that's more interesting. So kind of a win-win for me. If Alcaraz wins, Australia through. If Musetti wins, Alcaraz semi. Win-win. All right. Musetti won the toss, elected to receive. De Minaur is probably watching this match. Rooting for Carlos. He's Spanish today. Who's winning this match, chat? Let me know. I bet $220,000 on Alcaraz to win $2,000. Cool. All right. Alcaraz to serve. This might not be as close as we expected. I don't expect this to be close at all. I expect Alcaraz to win pretty easily, to be honest. Unfortunately. I'd love this to be a close match, but I don't see how Musetti's going to hang with Alcaraz. Because he's just, like, he doesn't have... Like, Fritz was able to hang with him because of the serve. I don't know how... I don't see Musetti being able to hang with Alcaraz on a hard court. Clay court, yes. Hard court, no. Don't curse it, Cam. I'm not cursing nothing. I'm just saying. 15 love. Return from Musetti's a winner. 15 all. Also, I don't know if Musetti has the gas in the tank. Cam is finally supporting Alcaraz. What are you talking about? I've always supported... Yeah, I just buy these like really expensive Nike shirts because I don't like the man. Crazy. Yeah, I just waste my money on Alcaraz merch because I despise him. Like, what do you mean? As the return goes out from Musetti, 30-15. It's crazy. Yeah, I just have like spent, hundreds of dollars on Alcaraz, memorabilia because he stinks, and I don't like him. All right. Alcaraz 30-15. There's a forehand. Winner, 40-15. 40-15. Let me a shirt. No, get your own. 40-15. 7 to the front of Musetti. Musetti in the net. 1 love. 1-0. Alcaraz. 1-0. All right, let's see if Musetti can serve. Cam almost got Alcaraz to sign a ball at the AI. No, that stupid security guard ruined it. That security guard just... All right, 1-0. Congrats on 274K, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, we got to 274 over the last couple of days. All right, 1-0. As Alcaraz hits it out. 15 love. $15 love. As the return goes in the forehand, Musetti, good drop shot. Alcaraz gets with a drop shot back. Musetti's there with a slice, cross court, but it goes wide. 15 all. 15 all. All right, serve again. So in the form of Alcaraz, Alcaraz in the net, 30-15. Will they give Carlos the number 1 trophy tonight if he wins? Probably not. I'm going to guess they probably will do it tomorrow before the night session. I don't think they'll do it after this match. I think they'll. When did they give the doubles trophy out? Did they give that after the match that they won, or did they give it the following day? I think they usually do it on a day off. Oh, they gave it straight after the match. Okay, maybe they will. But also, like, to be honest, I think it would be kind of a bit of a first. Okay, so let's think of it like this, right? Why would it be a terrible idea to give him the trophy tonight? One, he just beat Musetti. So celebrating beating Musetti. Plus, he's just also taken it off Sinner, right? He's stops it, and he's in Italy. So I think straight after the match would be really awkward because he knocks out Musetti, Sinner can't be number one, and it's at home in Italy. I don't think they should give the trophy to Alcaraz, just not straight away. Do it tomorrow. Maybe when everybody's kind of gotten over it and forgot about it, maybe. Don't do it in front of this crowd after beating an Italian and taking the world number one off another Italian. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know. I just think it's a bad idea. I don't think they'll be cheering. I think they'll either be gone or they'll be booing. So maybe do it tomorrow. Maybe come in and do it tomorrow. Yeah, do it tomorrow. It's a little awkward. Do it before tomorrow night's match, maybe. Because then there'll be a new crowd and maybe they won't be as upset by it. I don't know. It just seems a little bit awkward if they do that today. But what would I know? Maybe they will do it today and it'll be fine. Everybody will be really happy. 15 love. Tomorrow Sinner's playing? Yeah, but tomorrow night Sinner's not playing. Do it before Zverev versus FAA. All right, 15-0. Italian fans should be fair, no? Well, they're all cheering Alcaraz's errors right now. He's hitting it in the net and they're screaming. So, I mean, they are fair, but also they probably don't want to see. I think some people might look at it as just a triple reminder of you beat Musetti and you also beat Sinner to number one. Great. You're not Italian. You're Spanish. So I don't know. 30-15. I don't know if they're going to be that gracious because, I mean, to be honest, it'd be a pretty dick move to be yeah, by the way, Musetti's out of the tournament and you've just taken the world number one off Sinner. I don't know if they're going to be happy to cheer that. I'm not sure they'll be in the celebratory mood. You know what I mean? Again, just do it tomorrow. Do it before this Zverev FAA match tomorrow. Slice. Down the line from Musetti. Alcaraz gets it. Musetti with a lob. But it goes long. 40-15. All right. $40-15. And we just serve again. Ace down the tee. Alcaraz holds. 2-1. 2-1. All right. It feels like the year-end number one thing is a bit odd. The point system is too arbitrary. I rather have one Grand Slam, 4 Masters wins, but a Grand Slam's only worth 2,000. Okay. That wouldn't change anything. Alcaraz and Sinner would still be playing for number one if that was the case, because they both won 2 slams each. It would only change things because Alcaraz made the quarters and Sinner made the final of every slam. Yeah. Are you a Sinner? Maybe you're a Sinner fan. That's why you're saying that. Did you any bets lately? I haven't bet anything lately. Has anyone watched more tennis than Cam this year? Probably not. This reminds me of foreign teams playing England at Wembley. Yeah. Or England playing in Spain or France. Looks like he said he watched studying videos. Carlos Love Challenge. Okay. The last match was so fun. Way to go, Demon. Oh, yeah. So good. I like Fritz. You know, I think Fritz, I was hoping that Fritz would make it through to play Sinner, but for Demon or to win, after the other day when it was so devastating, it was just great to see him go from a devastating loss to an epic win. All right, love 15. All right, love 15. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, 15-0. All. Musetti serves again. As the return goes to forehand Musetti. Forehand from Alcaraz, the forehand Musetti. As Alcaraz forehand again. He's a winner, 15-30. Hi, Cam, I'm Italian. I can tell you that Alcaraz has a lot of fans here. Anyway, from a huge Jannik fan, it is right to celebrate Carlos when he will win again. Fair enough. I'm just saying that the people in the stadium, like Berrettini in the house, I just don't think the people in this stadium tonight would want to celebrate, not just celebrate. I mean, yeah, okay, Alcaraz has a lot of fans in Italy, but does he have a lot of fans in Italy when he's playing an Italian? Like, when he's playing an Italian in Italy, like, no one has more fans than the other person. Like, Alcaraz is making errors and they're going nuts. And then he hits an amazing win. They're like, oh, yeah, pretty good. Berrettini, by the way, in the house. He's getting a big round of applause. 30-0. But Alcaraz is very popular. I get that. I just don't know if giving him a trophy when he beats an Italian and also beats an Italian to get that number one trophy also is a good idea. I'm sure most people would be like, I don't care, leave me alone. There's a forehand out to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Musetti. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Musetti with a forehand into the forehand of Alcaraz. Who hits a drop shot. Musetti's going to get it with a slice. Alcaraz with a lob, but it goes wide. Alcaraz a little bit off here. 40-30. 40-30. All right. Musetti to level this first set. As the return goes backhand slice, Musetti backhand from Alcaraz. And Musetti backhand goes wide. And Alcaraz gets the deuce. All right, deuce. As we get an ace from Musetti. Advantage Musetti. Alright, advantage Musetti. As return the net, Musetti holds 2-2. What does Alcaraz have to do for de Minaur to qualify? He has to win. He has to win. Carlos wins and Alex gets into the semis. That's it. If Alcaraz wins, de Minaur is into the semis. If Musetti wins, Musetti's into the semis. Alcaraz is in the semis no matter what. What's the biggest upset in tennis history? I don't know. There's been a lot. All right, backhand from Alcaraz to the forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz backhand into the slice of Musetti. Musetti in the net, 15 love. Sonigo in the house as well. 15 love. Remember, all the Italians are there, all the players are there because they're all playing Davis Cup together next week. Berrettini, Sonigo, Musetti are all playing Davis Cup next week. And then you got Vavasori, Bilali, and also, Sinner's not playing, but Sinner's there obviously too. Serve the backhand slice of Musetti. Drop shot from Alcaraz is too good. What a drop shot. 30 love. All right. 30 love is going to return now into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Musetti's a lob. Alcaraz with the smash. It was a winner. 40 love. By the way, a lot of people bringing up a lot of different upsets. Look, if you want to go with the biggest upset in tennis history, you'll probably go with the best player of all time and what their worst loss is, if you want to get a definitive answer. So Isterman beating Djokovic at the Australian Open in 2017 is probably on that list. Rafa losing to Soderling at Roland Garros is pretty crazy, but again, Soderling ended up being a top 10 player and pretty damn good. So I think Rafa losing at Wimbledon, against some of those lower ranked players, someone like losing to a Jules Muller or losing to Steve Darcis might be worse. Maybe, yeah, or to Dustin Brown. Maybe. But I think Djokovic losing at the Australian Open is like against somebody, like against a qualifier in the second round is pretty crazy. Or Federer losing to Stojkovski at Wimbledon was pretty insane. That was pretty crazy as well because Federer still owned Wimbledon. All right. 3-2 Alcaraz. Three-two. All right. A 2017 Open upset is huge at the time. He won 5 Australian Opens in the last 6 of those years. Yeah. The biggest upset was Alcaraz losing to Bodek. Maybe. Worst men's number 1 of all time. Who, Alcaraz? Your internet is horrible? Why is your internet horrible? You should probably call your provider. I thought Norrie beating Carlos was the biggest upset. No, he's beaten Alcaraz before. Anyways, 3-2. All right. Musetti to serve. 3-2 Alcaraz. As Musetti serves. First serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, out by Alcaraz, 15 love. By the way, the ATP CEO in the house. He loves 2-week masters. 15 love. He said it in the interview earlier. He loves them. They're great for the tournaments. More tickets. Sales. 30 love. $30 love. Was it a fault second serve? I remember that time that you said that Musetti would come to nothing. Look at him now. Yep. Anyways, that goes out by Alcaraz, 40 love. I don't remember saying that, but I do recall saying that Musetti could be on a way, like he could be a wasted talent in the future. I remember saying that like there's a possibility, you know, because he was kind of getting behind Alcaraz and Sinner. I don't think he's on their level yet, but you're still right about Musetti if you said that? No. I don't remember saying he would come to nothing. But I don't watch my streams. As when a slice goes down the line, into the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz is out 3-0. We used to call him Lucetti because he just fucking lost all the time, and it was so annoying. That's why we called him Lucetti, because he would lose matches that he shouldn't. And like we'd all get so hyped up because we're like, oh my God, this guy's going to be like, this guy's great. And then he would lose matches that you were like, what are you doing? Why do you keep losing? That's why we called him that, because he was so frustrating to watch. The last 2 years, he's completely changed, right? But 18 months ago, he just lost the stupidest matches, and you're like, what the hell? One day he'd be taking Djokovic to 5 sets, the next day he'd be losing to the number 500 in the world. Like, you're like, what are you doing? It's a nightmare. And look, he doesn't lose as much to those low-ranked guys now, and there's not as many bad losses for him, but he still hasn't won a title in 3 years, so he needs to do that, you know, get a title, and then, you know, but he's been way more consistent lately. But we used to call him that because he was so frustrating to watch. Like, he would be like, oh, he's going to be like Alcaraz and Sinner, and then he just would do nothing, and you're like, what the hell? He'd look 10 matches in a row, and you're like, why are you doing this? What is going on? But he's better now. He's much better now. That's why we don't call him that anymore. Because he doesn't lose as much. Alcaraz, 30 love. Used to be so hard to watch in the past. Yeah. Yeah, he'd promise so much and then just completely disappear. You'd be like, why are you doing this? But now I think, you know, he's at least proven himself at Grand Slam level, you know? He's proven that he can be, you know, semi-finalist multiple times and all that stuff. Hasn't got a big title yet, but it feels like he's going to win a 1,000 eventually. Probably in Monte Carlo, I'd say. As that goes net by Alcaraz, and it's 30-15. I think he'll win Monte Carlo one day. All right, 30-15. 30-15. Would Roddick be competitive against Alcaraz? That's like saying, would Rod Laver beat Pete Sampras? Like, that's impossible to know. Totally different eras. Maybe on a 2001 grass court, his serve would be good. But again, he's from a different era. 2000s was different. All right, 30-0. Chance for Musetti to get a break point here. ITF should ban Sinner for at least 3 years. Get over it. He got banned for 3 months. They're not going to ban him again. Everything is done. Move on. We have. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz, backing out from Musetti, and that goes wide from Musetti. Just try to pull the trigger too early. ITF should take back the Grand Slams. Again, move on. Get over it. Move on. If you have a problem with it, call the ITF, complain to them. This is not customer service. We do not pass messages on to the ITF. This is not a therapy session for you. Please send your complaints to the relevant people. Anyways, 40-30. Backhand return. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz wins the game 4-3. Please write an angry letter to the ITF if you feel these ways. We don't want to hear it here, though, because he got banned, and that's it. Pardon me. People can't discuss. Why would we discuss it? What's there to discuss? What is there to discuss that we haven't talked about 100 times over the last 18 months? There's nothing to talk about. There is nothing to discuss. There's no discussion. What do you want to discuss? There's nothing to talk about. It's over. Move on. It's about as relevant as talking about, should Djokovic have played 2022 Australian Open? Who cares? It's over. It happened. Can't go back. It's done. Move on. We move on. Does the result of this match mean anything to qualifying? Yes. Musetti will win. If he wins, he will qualify. So he needs to win in straight sets or 3 sets. All right. All right, here we go. Alcaraz 4-3. Do you think Carlos can win the Australian Open with this level? Maybe. It's just going to be very hard to win against Sinner at the Australian Open, it seems. But we'll see. Uh, 4-3. As the return goes out, 15 love. $15 love. Why did they take tennis away from neutral England and give it to Italy? Because Draper was winning too much, and they decided that because Draper was there. By the way, neutral England, excuse me, Andy Murray played a lot of those matches. What do you mean? Were you saying the same thing when Andy Murray was playing the ATP Finals back in 2015? 2014? Hello? Were you being like, oh, we should go to America because it's much more neutral? Fuck no, you weren't saying that. Andy Murray isn't English? Ah. Okay. So if you're from England, you don't support Andy Murray. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. 30 love. Oh, Andy Murray's Scottish now. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I've heard this one. 40 love. Yeah, I've heard this before. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. 40 love. All right. What do you do now? Why are you not claiming him now? What did he do? Why is he Scottish today? What did he do? What did he do? 40 love. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, and it's 4-4. Musetti serving well. All right. 4-4. Yeah, they discarded him because they're like, we got Draper now. Yeah, he's Scottish. We got a real Englishman in Draper. What about Cam Norrie? Who? Sorry? What's his name? Sorry? So you guys don't deserve Norrie. Give him to us. You could learn a thing or two from Australians. We embrace. By the way, half your cricket team's not from England, isn't it? Don't you have like South African cricket players playing for you? Why? I guess if they're not playing good, they get dropped. You just kick them out. We embrace. Australian tennis is dead. Dude, your name is Juicy Bear. 15-0. I can't take you seriously. All right, 15-0. 15-0. Juicy Bear just told me that Australian tennis is dead. Okay, Juicy Bear. The tennis expert, Juicy Bear. All right. 15-0. By the way, Australian tennis is not dead because if Alcaraz wins, De Minaur's into the semis. How's that? How dead is that? 30-15. Dasher is Russian or Australian? Boo-hoo. All right, back in now from Musetti. Goes out in 40-15. It's only dead because it's only Demon. Oh, you forgot about Maya Joint. You forgot about Dasha Kazakina. You forgot about Tomatovic. Also on the men's side, we've got a lot of good players coming through. All right, 40-15. That's okay. Cam's Irish. Exactly. Irish tennis is dead. I can tell you that much. Yeah, we got Popram. We got Kokonakis coming back from injury. Kyrgios is coming back next year. We've got good doubles teams. A lot of good doubles players. Australian tennis is fine. Emerson Jones. Yeah. Thompson. All right. Alcaraz holds 5-4. By the way, 30 minutes played. This is a quick match. And I'm for it. All right. All right. All right. Ebden is Australian. Yep. Originally from South Africa, but he plays for Australia. Cam's only Australian when Aussies are winning. Yeah, you know you've been here long enough to know that's not true. Good try though. Yeah, Draper will play next year. Hopefully, he should start. I think he's playing United Cup. I think I saw him on the list with Raducanu. So. First stream I've seen when there's no dog snoring in the background because my dog's snoring down in the corner here. She's just chilling. All right. Here's a trivial question. Who's better looking? Who cares? All right, 5-4. 5. You don't get extra points for looking good. You don't get bonus points. It's not a beauty contest. 5-4. As the backhand return goes the forehand of Musetti. Backhand from Alcaraz. The backhand of Musetti. As Alcaraz forehand to the forehand of Musetti. The backhand of Alcaraz. Musetti gets the point though. Alcaraz overhits it. 15-love. 15-love. Is that a new chair? No. Hey, is that the guy that kicks the round ball? All right, return goes out by Alcaraz, 30-love. Yeah, my dog is a little quieter today. Why is Demon still in Fritz out? Please explain, Cam. Because Demon beat Fritz, that's why. As the return goes in front of Musetti, Musetti it's wide and it's 30-15. 30-15. Australia or England for the Ashes? What do you mean? Is that a serious question? You're asking me that question? You're asking me? Is that... You want me to tell... 40-15. That's not a real question though, right, Glenn? You're just saying, like, you're asking the chat, right? You're not asking me. By the way, chat, if anyone says England, get your banned. It's Australia or get out. 40-15. Holy. 40-15. There's no way England are winning. I don't care what Stuart Broad says. Stuart Broad is... listen to Michael Clark. He knows what he's talking about. 40-30. 40-30. This guy ranting for? What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? Ranting. All right, forehand to forehand rally. Now a backhand from Alcaraz sliced. Musetti with a volley. Alcaraz forehand pass. Musetti with a volley. Alcaraz comes in with a backhand winner. Great attacking by Alcaraz, and he's fired up. Deuce. Alcaraz with a sneak attack. Did you see, if you watch that point, Musetti hit a lunging volley, and it kind of went to the sky, and Alcaraz had the smarts to take the time away from Musetti by running to the net and hitting a backhand winner down the line. Had he have let it bounce like 99.99% of players, Musetti could have recovered. So Alcaraz, like, closing into the net when Musetti was trying to recover, so smart. Such an instinctual thing to do. Because, like, taking the time away from Musetti was the play. Not many players would have done that. Most players would have let it bounce and try to hit a winner, but Musetti could have recovered and covered the line. So smart from Carlos. As Musetti serves into the forehand of Alcaraz, return as a winner. Now he's got a set point. Advantage Alcaraz to take the first set. Remember, it doesn't matter if Musetti wins in 3 or in straight sets. He just has to win. Same with Alcaraz. So losing this set for Musetti doesn't mean that he's out of the tournament. It just means he has to win the next 2 sets. All right, Musetti serves. Into the back of Alcaraz. Musetti with a half volley pickup, and Alcaraz has got it. Puts it in the net, though. Ooh. That was... Could have easily been a winner for Alcaraz. He could have made that. Should have made that. All right, deuce. All right, deuce. Serve again. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes in the net. Musetti advantage. Now Musetti hanging in. All right, advantage Musetti. Serve again. Into the back of Alcaraz. Back forehand Musetti. Alcaraz with the pass. Volley from Musetti's good, but Alcaraz is there with a forehand winner. The volley wasn't good enough. Musetti just trying to be a little bit too fancy. And we go back to deuce. All right. Back to deuce. Alcaraz is at 10 forehand winners. No forehands from Musetti. He's got a fault, second serve. All right, second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes to forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Musetti. Down the line to the forehand of Alcaraz. Musetti forehand. Into the backhand slice of Alcaraz. To the backhand of Musetti. Who goes down the line again. Alcaraz with the slice on the stretch. Musetti in control. Forehand cross court. Alcaraz puts up a lob. It's going to go in. Musetti with a bounce smash. Alcaraz gets it back. Musetti forehand to the backhand of Alcaraz. Passing shot is good. Musetti gets it though, and Alcaraz can't slice it away. Musetti finally wins a point after like 4 attempts. And he gets to advantage. God, Alcaraz is crazy, but Musetti finally gets the point. I mean, he should have won the point 5 times. Alcaraz just kept making him play. But Musetti finally puts away the volley. Jeez. Crazy. All right, advantage Musetti to level this first set and keep this first set alive. Musetti serves. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes back and slides, Musetti volley from Alcaraz is too good. What a volley. Just such a nice little, like, drop volley winner. Beautiful shot. All right, back to deuce. All right, deuce. First there's a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes back to Musetti, back in Alcaraz, the forehand Musetti. And Musetti hits it out. Advantage Alcaraz, set point. Set point number 2. All right. Musetti serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes to forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz passing shot. Musetti with the volley. Alcaraz backhand. Lob. Musetti with a backhand cross court. Great shot. Alcaraz gets it. Musetti. Forehand down the line goes wide. Alcaraz wins the set. 6-4. God, Musetti made him work for it though. You've got to give Musetti credit for that. He made Alcaraz work for that set. But in the end, it went to Carlos. All right. First set in the bag. All right, 14 winners, 14 errors by Alcaraz, 10 backhand errors from Alcaraz. So the backhand is definitely a problem. 5 winners and 11 errors from Musetti. 3 aces out of those 5 winners. Only 2 ground stroke winners from Musetti in that set. 1 set away from year-end number 1. That's it. 1 set away. All right. By the way, Musetti won 100% of second serve points. So he made 100% of his second serves, but wasn't winning too many points. The serving actually was pretty even. Pretty solid serving by both. It was just on the ground, Alcaraz was better at the end. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Musetti can fight back. Because remember, Musetti has to win this to go to the semis. He has to win this. All right, Alcaraz serving first. All right. As Alcaraz forehand to the front of Musetti, lob goes up. And out from Musetti, 15 love. Love. Why doesn't Musetti advance if he has a better head-to-head tiebreak with Demon? Because he doesn't. 15 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand slice from Musetti. And Alcaraz puts it away. Hey! Yoonman, thank you for the $2 super sticker. Appreciate that. So when there's a 3-way tie, it's based on sets won and lost. And Musetti has lost too many sets. So that's why. Musetti, if he loses this match in 3, he'll have lost 5 sets and won 3. Dimonov won 3 and lost 4. Musetti would have been 3 and 5, which is worse. As a head-to-head, 3-way tie, it's not based on head-to-head, it's based on sets. Only when if 2 players are tied, then it's based on head-to-head. But it's not, because it's not. Alcaraz holds 1 love. Yeah, only counts if it's 2 people fighting for the spot. If 2 players are equal. All right. By the way, chat, if you haven't already, make sure you claim your collectible for today. Click the link, sign up. It's free. And if you do claim a collectible today, you go into a sweepstake entry to win possibly win a player signed tennis ball. You could go to win a player gear, so like shirts and headbands or a racket. So make sure you sign up. Thanks to Trace for sponsoring the streams this week. And like I said, if you support the sponsors, we don't usually have sponsors because I'm very particular about what we like who we work with, but I thought this would be a good opportunity for a lot of us to go into the draw to win stuff. And it's also something that I like. I like what they're trying to do over there with the fan experiences. Love 15. So if you want to support the stream, support the sponsor of the stream. And it's free. 4-1 slice from Alcaraz was too good. And then the volley winner was better. And it's 15. I love 15. Love 15. Nice serve again. As with a 4 now from Alcaraz in the net, 15-0. You already just voted? Nice. 15-0. And thank you, F4, for the 43 months. Appreciate that. 15-0. There's a default from Musetti, second serve. Second serve. As return goes the backhand slice of Musetti. Backhand of Alcaraz through the backhand of Musetti. As Alcaraz backhand into the forehand of Musetti. The backhand of Alcaraz. Musetti forehand again. Goes wide. 15-30. 15-30. $15.30. As Musetti hits a great serve out wide. 30 all. All right, 30 all. As Alcaraz hits in the net, Musetti goes to 40-30. Uh, 40-30. As Alcaraz with the backhand to the forehand of Musetti. Forehand again from Alcaraz, and Musetti hits a forehand long, and we get to deuce. We get the deuce. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As Alcaraz hits it out on the return. And it's advantage Musetti. As with a serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes in the backhand of Musetti. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Musetti down the line to the backhand of Alcaraz. As Musetti with a slice goes long, and we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As we get a fault, second serve. Seven to the backhand of Alcaraz. Return the backhand of Musetti. Alcaraz backhand into the backhand of Musetti, but Musetti hits it out. And it's advantage Alcaraz to take the early break in the second. All right. As we get a return, and the Musetti error. No, sorry. Alcaraz hit it out. Musetti hit it in the net, but Alcaraz hit it out. My bad. I looked away for 2 seconds. No break yet. By the way, only an hour played. I looked down, and then I looked up, and I'm like, oh, Musetti hit it in the net, but Alcaraz hit it out. All right. Deuce. As the return goes for Musetti back, and now slice Alcaraz in the net, and it's advantage Musetti. Advantage Musetti. Advantage Musetti. I'm just making sure everybody's awake. Advantage Musetti. As the backhand return goes in the net by Alcaraz, and it's advantage Musetti. What's for breakfast? Nothing. I'm just going to pass out. All right, advantage Musetti. Advantage. Sorry, Musetti held. No, he didn't. Why is he wasting so much time? Is it 1-1? The scoreboard broke? Oh, okay. It's 1-1. What the hell? Okay, so the scoreboard. So I'm not taking the blame for this. This is the scoreboard. They mucked it up. So it's 1-1, apparently. That's not on me. I don't control the scoreboard. Madness. All right. It's 1-1, apparently. So confused. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. It's a confusing time. Return into the forehand of Alcaraz. Back a lob from Musetti. Alcaraz with the smash puts it away, and it's 15-love Alcaraz. $15-love. $15-love. Alcaraz says a fault, second serve. All right. As Alcaraz hits it in the net, it's 15-0. Cam, can you please change the score? It's out of my hands. It's fixed now anyway, 15-0. All right, Alcaraz 30-15. $30-15. And with a fault second serve. as Musetti with a drop shot. Alcaraz with the forehand cross court. Musetti hits it wide, 40-15. All right, 40-15. As Alcaraz holds 2-1. 2-1. All right. How we doing, chat? What's going on? What is up? Where are we watching from, by the way? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. I'm in Australia. It's nearly 8 in the morning. We got Los Angeles in the house. We've got Zimbabwe. We've got Kenya, Israel, West Virginia, London, Indiana. We've got Utah, Netherlands, Texas, Ghana, Mississippi, Belgium, Perth, St. Louis, Florida, New Mexico, Slovakia, Afghanistan, Cameroon, Austria, Philadelphia, Pakistan, New York, Melbourne, Adelaide, Bangladesh, Zurich, Czechia, Santa Maria, Trinidad and Tobago, Brazil, we've got Texas, Luxembourg, we've got Canada, Uh, 2-1 Alcaraz in the second. We got Iran, Sweden, Philippines, Greece. All right, backhand to backhand rally. As we got a forehand now from Musetti. Forehand now volley from Alcaraz. It's too good. Love 15. We've got Iraq, Michigan, Johannesburg. All right. Love 15. Love 15. As Musetti serves again. Into the back of Alcaraz. Musetti backhand goes wide. All right, love 30. Love 30. Chance for Alcaraz to get the break here. Love 30. Musetti serves. A let, and he's lucky because Alcaraz hit a return winner. He was lucky. Hello. Hello. Love 30. Love 30 as Musetti serves again. Into the back of Alcaraz. Return goes to slice of Musetti. But Musetti in the net. Love 40. Alcaraz to get the break in the second. Love 40. Love 40. All right. Love 40. So in the back of Alcaraz, forehand of Musetti. Into the forehand of Alcaraz, Musetti forehand again. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Musetti forehand again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Musetti hit it out. Alcaraz 3-1. He takes the break in the second. 3-1. 3-1. Easy draw for Alcaraz. We need more competition. Okay. And you're going to say the same about Sinner tomorrow because he's won all his matches in straight sets. All right, 3-1. Alcaraz serves again. As we default, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Musetti. Alcaraz forehand into the back of Musetti as Alcaraz backhand. To the backhand again of Musetti. Now Alcaraz with the forehand cross court. Musetti gets it. Alcaraz with the backhand on the stretch. Musetti backhand slice. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. And Musetti with the forehand again. The forehand of Alcaraz down the line to the backhand of Musetti. Alcaraz backhand to the forehand of Musetti. Again, the backhand of Alcaraz. Who hits a drop shot. Musetti gets it. Alcaraz with the pass in the net. Love 15.
Demon, 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 smiling imp.
Thank you for the $2. Love 15. What the hell? What? What was that? Love 15. Excuse me? All right, love 15. That was weird. All right, love 15. Whew. All right, serve again from Alcaraz. All right, good serve and volley by Alcaraz, 15-0. $15. $15. Serve out wide to the forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz forehand. The forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz forehand again. The forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz with the forehand again to the Musetti. Forehand down the line to the back of Alcaraz. But Musetti hits a winner. Alcaraz can't get it. 15-30. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Musetti trying to get the break straight back. All right, Alcaraz serves again. As the backhand goes in, the Musetti passing shot. Alcaraz with the drop volley. Musetti gets it. Puts it away. 15-40. To get back on serve. $15-40. First break points of the match, by the way. 15-40. Serve in the back of Musetti. Return goes in front of Alcaraz. He puts it away. 30-40. All right, 30-40. Still break point for Musetti to get back on serve. $30-40. Serve in the front of Musetti. Return the net. Deuce. Hello. Hello. Come here. Oh, what is it? Hello. Hello. What's up? All right. Deuce. As a return from Musetti goes long, and it's advantage Carlos. Whoop. Advantage Alcaraz to get the 4-1. Advantage Alcaraz. 5-minute game, by the way. Advantage Alcaraz. As he serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of Musetti. Return the forehand of Alcaraz. Musetti. Forehand goes long. 4-1 Alcaraz. I'll be back in a second. 4-1. All right, 4-1. Alcaraz keeps the break. No shock collar because Cam is a sweetie. Why would my dog need a shock collar? She's this big. And she's fine. Why would she need a shock collar? All right. Cool. Musetti to serve. Four-one in the second. As the return goes back in Musetti. Musetti shanks it wide. Love 15. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what that is. Love 15. Love 15. All right, first serve is a fault by Musetti. Second serve. As a return goes out by Alcaraz, 15-all. All right, 15-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Musetti. To the backhand of Alcaraz. And Musetti forehand on the stretch. Alcaraz backhand cross court winner. 15-30. He's cruising now. 15-30. As the return goes in the backhand slice of Musetti. Musetti in the net. 15-40. Alcaraz to go to 5-1. And then serve for the match. All right. There's a default. Second serve. Serve to the back of Alcaraz. Return to the back of Musetti. Musetti, it's wide. Alcaraz going to serve the match. And he is helping de Minaur get to the semis. So de Minaur Sinner is likely the semi-final. And also, he'll wrap up the world number 1. All right, 5-1. Alcaraz serving for the match. 5-1. Alcaraz serves and the return goes out. 15 love. 15 love. Musetti. Sorry, Alcaraz serves again. A fault. Second serve. Serve in the back of Musetti. Forehand from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Musetti. Alcaraz with a slice. To the back of Musetti. Alcaraz back on the stretch. Musetti with a forehand. Cross court. Alcaraz gets it and hits it wide. 15 all. 15 all. A bit of fault, second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Musetti, backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Musetti as Alcaraz backhand. Into the backhand of Musetti. Now Alcaraz the forehand cross court in the net. 15-30. 15-30. All right, 15-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, Musetti can't get that one. 30-all. 30-all. Two points away. 30-all. Serving to the forehand of Musetti. Return goes back into Alcaraz. Musetti. Backhand into the forehand of Alcaraz. To the forehand of Musetti. Sliced. It's a drop shot. Alcaraz going to get it. Musetti with a passing shot. Forehand goes wide. 40-30. Match points Alcaraz. To take his spot in the semi. Top of the group. Avoid Sinner into the final. And take de Minaur with him. Which again is so surprising as a de Minaur fan. 12 hours ago, I didn't think de Minaur had a hope in hell to make the final or make the semis. (40-30). Alcaraz serves into the back of Musetti. Return goes short. Alcaraz forehand goes long. Yuck. Cam, you're going to jinx it. I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm a wizard. Back to deuce. It's not over yet. Yeah. It's not over yet. Yep. Definitely not over yet. Yep. Definitely still more match to go. If he comes back now, I'm going to apologize. All right, deuce. Serve in the back of Musetti. Return goes to front of Alcaraz. Musetti with a lob. Alcaraz with a smash. Puts it away. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz to take his spot in the semifinals. Finish the year end number 1. Serve. Into the forehand of Musetti. Return goes in. All right, deuce. Musetti got so lucky with that shank. The hell? Back to deuce. What? What the heck? How did that go in? Such a random point. So lucky that shot. All right, deuce again. First serve was a fault. Second serve. Oh, second serve. Serve and volley from Alcaraz. Too good. Great serve and volley. And we get back to match point. Advantage Alcaraz. Match point number 3. Match point number 3. All right. Match point for Carlos. He serves. Into the backhand. Musetti hits it into the crowd. Alcaraz ends the year at number 1. And de Minaur is into the semis with Alcaraz. It was a good win by Musetti a couple of days ago, but he needed to do too much today. To beat Alcaraz is not easy. All right. Alcaraz year end number 1. And he is also into the semis, and he avoids playing Sinner until the final. So that is also a thing. Benny.
I'm as happy as a smiling imp, Alex, in the semis.
All right. Yeah, de Minaur in the semis is insane. How did that even happen? How has Demon made the semis of the ATP Finals? First player since Leighton in 04 to make the semis. He's got to play Sinner, though. That sucks. But also, I don't care. He's into the semis. Wow. All right. Alcaraz is through. He finishes top of the group, and he only dropped the 1 set. All right. So now we've only got 1 spot left, and we're going to find out tomorrow who will play Alcaraz, because the winner of Auger-Aliassime Zverev will play Alcaraz. I'll tell you what, Zverev played really good against Sinner. He even said in the press conference, he said, I only played 1 or 2 bad games, but the score was a lot closer than it shows, right? And Zverev believed that. And I love that from Zverev, because I think Zverev, he has played very well this week. He played great against Shelton. He played well against Sinner, despite not, and he said that, like we said yesterday, right? We made the exact same observation, and he knew it too, that the chances he had were snuffed out by aces, and there's not much you could do. It's not like Zverev had a chance on the break points. So Zverev has played very well this week, and I'd love to see him play Alcaraz. I think Zverev-Alcaraz will be a great semifinal, especially if Zverev plays the way that he has been playing this week. It could be a real match. But he has to get through Felix first. He has to get through FAA first. All right. All right. So now it's Sinner and Demon on the same court. Yep, Sinner versus Demonor. That is one of the semis. And then Alcaraz will play the winner of tomorrow's match between FAA and Zverev. Yep, Demonor Zverev. Demonor Sinner. That's a lock. That is locked up. Oh, pardon me. We're going to sign off in a minute, but chat, don't forget to, before you do leave, don't forget, you've only got a couple of hours, I think. I think you only got 2 hours to claim your collectible for the day. I think it's only 2 hours. Let me check. I think it's only 2 hours. Let me check. 2 hours? 3 hours maybe? Maybe 3 hours. No, less than 2 hours. You've got an hour and 50 minutes to click the link, sign up, and get your collectible today. All right. I'll be rooting for Demon and Alcaraz in the semis, all right? If it's Zverev versus Alcaraz, Carlos will have plenty of motivation because Zverev has disrespected Carlos twice in public. Has he really? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about slow courts? Like the comment or something? What are you talking about? All right. All right. Cool. All right. Any last questions before we sign off? It's been a pretty cruisy day today. I mean, the first match was interesting, but it's been a pretty cruisy day. Can you explain why Alex is going to the semis? Yes. So the reason why Demonor is making the semis is because 3 players in the group finished with 1 win, 2 loss, right? So Alcaraz wins 3 and loses none. Everybody else, 1 win, 2 losses. Now, if there's 3 players that are tied on 1 win and 2 loss, then it goes to the tiebreaker is the sets. So whoever has won the most amount of sets percentage, so the percentage, won and lost, will then go through. Fritz Demonor have won 3 sets and lost 4. So they're on the exact same set percentage. And when 2 players are tied on something, it goes down to who won the match between those 2 players in the group. So the reason why Demonor's going through is because he beat Fritz today. Even though they're level on wins and losses, they're wins on sets, they're level on sets. Even if it went to the games, Demonor is on 49% winning games won, whereas Fritz is on 48% anyway. So, but yeah, it comes down to that. So Demonor beat Fritz today, and that's why he is through, because he won in that head-to-head. Now, if Fritz had won a set today, it would have been a different. It would have been a different story. He would have gone through, but he didn't win a set today. So that first tiebreak was so important. If Fritz had won a set today, he would have gone through, even if Demonor had still won in 3. So that first set tiebreak that Fritz could have won, that was really the difference to whether or not Fritz was making it or Demonor was making it. Why not Musetti? Because Musetti only won 1 set and lost. Musetti only won 2 sets and lost 5. So his percentage of sets won loss. It was not even close. So it's not down to head-to-head. It was games, and sets. No. Okay. I feel like I've been explaining this all week. So, if 3 players are level, right, then it goes to sets. If 2 players are level on sets, then it goes to head-to-head, right? So, if Musetti had won 3 sets and lost 4, then it would be all of them would be level again, so they'd have to go to games, right? So it goes wins and losses, 3 are level, okay. Let's see how many sets are won. 2 players are level, okay. Then out of those 2 players, who beat who? And that's how it's done. It's so complicated, but it's also not that complicated. But I've already explained it like 10 times this week, and it's really annoying because like people are going to be like, but I don't get it. I get that you don't get it, but it's also I can't explain it any more than that. Yeah, head to head, and it's not even head to head is not even the right word because head to head makes it seem like overall head to head. It's not. No. It's head to head between those 2 players at this tournament this week. So whoever beat who. That's why. I think personally, it should be if it's equal on equal on games 1, like 1 win 2 losses. It should go sets, games, and then if at the end of that we're still level with 2 players, then head to head. It should be last thing because I think it's too complicated otherwise, and it's so annoying to explain. And I hate explaining every year. It's so annoying. It'd be so much easier if it was like wins and losses, sets, games, and then at the end of it, if they're still equal, then whoever beat who. That should be the last thing to make it so much easier for everybody else. But it's so complicated. But Demon's through, so that's all I can say. Demon's in, and that is that. All right. Shelton cannot make the semis. Shelton cannot make the semis. All right. By the way, tomorrow they will do the ceremony for Alcaraz. Not today. Smart move. Very smart move. Very smart move. They're not doing a ceremony today. Good idea. Good idea. That's a very smart idea. Good choice. All right. Why not today? Too awkward. Why is that a smart idea? Why do you think it's a smart idea? Why would they not do it today? Common sense. Common sense. Common sense. Use your common sense. Why would they not do a ceremony for Alcaraz today after beating Musetti? After beating Sinner to number 1, why wouldn't they do it today? Maybe it's a little too soon. Common sense. Come on. It's in Italy as well. So they're doing it tomorrow. Any last questions? Any last questions? Synchronized match on the way? I think Zverev is the only one I think that could realistically stop that. Zverev versus Alcaraz will be a good semi-final. If Zverev plays the way he's been playing. Like that could be a really good match. I'm a Demonor fan, but I'm also a realist. I don't expect him to beat Sinner, especially on an indoor court in Italy. That would be one of the wildest match wins of ever. But I don't think that happens. I think Sinner wins. And then I think Zverev versus Alcaraz could be a really fun semi-final and could be close. Yeah, Sasha's been playing really well. Yeah, Zverev could be dangerous. Yeah. As long as ATP Finals are in Turin, it's Sinner's tournament. Boo-hoo. So we've got one person who's like, oh, I can't believe Alcaraz won. And the other person's like, oh, I can't believe Sinner's got the advantage. You guys should probably be friends. Mia's pick on this tournament. I don't know. She hasn't said anything. She's a dog. She doesn't talk. But she goes for Demonor because obviously. Alcaraz Sasha will be a great match. I hope so. Felix Zverev will be a great match too, though. We still got some good matches to come up. Do you think Carlos is going to win against Zverev? I think it depends on how Zverev looks tomorrow. If Zverev wins in straight sets and plays the way he's been playing, the Alcaraz match will be very interesting. But if Zverev does go through like a tough three-setter tomorrow and he doesn't play as well as he has been, then it's probably Alcaraz is going to win in that match. But it kind of depends on how Zverev looks tomorrow. Because Zverev, he looked great against Shelton. He looked good against Sinner, besides a couple of bad games which cost him the match. But overall, pretty damn good. And if he beats FAA the same way as he beat Shelton, then Zverev's got a massive chance of causing an upset. And that match could be crazy. Because Alcaraz has been, today he was great. But the first set in the Fritz match, the first set in the Demonor match, there were some bad games. So Zverev, if he can win tomorrow easily, then it could be really it could be a great semi-final. And I don't think FAA will be able to push Alcaraz as much as Zverev could. So I'd rather see Zverev versus Alcaraz because Felix Alcaraz will not be as good. Unless Felix destroys Zverev tomorrow and looks like a god. But I don't think so. Anyways, I'm leaving. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe on the way out. I will see you guys tomorrow for the last day of the group stage. We've got 3 more days. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 3 more days and then the season ends. It's over. Done. It ceased to exist. And then, of course, we've got Davis Cup. So, kind of, not really, but the ATP season ends. How many matches? We've got 5 matches left. Wow. 5 matches to go. 5 matches to go. And then it's the end of the season. You can all go on holiday. Woo. All right. Musetti, he's out. Alcaraz, he's in. Demonor's into the semis. Fritz and Musetti are out of the tournament. Shelton's also out. And then tomorrow, we've got the last matches of the group stage. And then we have the semis and the final. And this ATP Finals will come to an end. And the season will come to an end. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another big day. Alcaraz wins 6-4, 6-1. Beats Musetti.